The brackets are finally out. I'm so excited. Um, we got a lot to discuss here. Um, and I'm gonna say right off the bat, there are pretty much all the 11 and 12 seeds are very capable of winning. And I don't know which ones to go with because not all of them are going to win, but I feel good about a lot of them.
The one that I really do feel good about is Liberty. Liberty looks really good.
No, no, I'm telling you right now, UC San Diego, we'll go ahead and put them through. Michigan coming off that Big Ten title game, they're about to get upset because they showed the previous five winners of the Big Ten. And you look at Illinois from 2021, they got upset second round to Loyola
Yep.
Chicago. Iowa in 2022 got upset first round to Richmond as a five seed. 2023, Purdue loses to the 16 for the second time ever. Not looking good for Michigan if you go based off previous history.
I
But
don't know though. Dusty May does have a good track record as far as being able to coach good in the tournament. So we'll see. We'll see.
you're right about that. He's made a Final Four, so you never know. But
He's
I
made a Final Four at half of the ACC teams.
okay. ACC champs, let's go. I got my T-shirt here.
I'm
Rocking and
just,
rolling.
I'm just saying, man.
Go
Like
Duke.
he has made a ACC. He's made a Final Four before half the ACC and half the um SEC. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me do something real quick.
Oh no. Hope you're not having to clean the house. Who knows how long that would take. While you're away, I'm gonna go ahead and pencil in all the one seeds because we're gonna immediately uh
Well, let's run through it together. I'm right here. Let's start in each region. Who are our number one seeds? It's Duke, Auburn, and who else?
we got Florida, Houston. I'm going ahead and putting down all the one seeds so we don't have to worry about that. But let's just start here in the South. We
Well,
got
who
Auburn.
do I just want to know who are all the one seeds playing?
So first off, we have Auburn, and they're going to be playing the winner of Alabama State and St. Francis.
Okay.
Is this Saint? I think it's St. Francis. It's definitely not Stephen F. Austin. Um, so it doesn't matter, but Auburn's going to win the game, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, I am surprised they dropped Louisville back to an eight seed, but that's going to be a heck of a game, though. The thing about Creighton is they've just been so up and down this year. They're one of those teams I don't know what to do with them because obviously they played well in the Big East tournament, but
I think Creighton beats Louisville in that matchup simply for the fact Creighton is a lot like Duke as far as having their bigs and stuff, and Louisville had a lot of trouble with that. So I could see Creighton winning that one. It's going to be close, but I could see them winning that one.
all right, well we'll go ahead and put Creighton in. Hold on a second.
And which side of the bracket are we working on right now?
We're in the South region.
Okay, so it's hard for me to.
Hold on. Sorry, it's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I like Creighton Auburn in that matchup.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm definitely putting UC San Diego through there. That was definitely an upset waiting to happen.
no,
Yeah, I like the
no,
Creighton.
no.
Yep. I'm
What are
going.
you clicking on here?
Yeah, I didn't mean to click Iowa State. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going Tritons.
Okay. Um, give me 12-13 right here. Give me Yale over A&M.
So
I
I
know
I
I
like the
know I said
13.
A&M is going to be a team to watch in the tournament, but now that I see they're against Yale, it's something about Yale, man. Every time they're in the
and
tournament, it's like they're
and who did
Cinderella, bro.
they knock off last year? Same position as last year. Who did they knock off?
Texas.
No,
Um,
they're in this region. I believe they were a three last year. I believe Yale was a 14.
they knocked off Iowa State, right?
No,
North
I,
Carolina?
no.
Oh.
Carolina was a one.
Oh, they knocked off Auburn last year.
Yeah. So I
Could they win and do it again, bro? Like,
and they didn't they beat LSU several years back too?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they can beat the SEC for some reason. Um, the thing is, because I do like the 12-13 right here. We have on the other side of the bracket another potential 12 and 13.
We're gonna get there. Not yet, not yet.
Not yet, but if you were to have two 12 and 13s in one season, that's insane. Um,
Um,
we got Ole
give me
Miss played the winner of San Diego State and Carolina.
give me
Carolina should
Carolina.
not be in. They should not be in. You are you seriously about to pick Carolina? Are
Look,
you are
they
you
should
serious?
listen.
No.
They shouldn't be in, but they're gonna capitalize a little bit on their moment. Carolina's gonna beat Ole Miss and they're gonna go on to play Iowa State. However, do I think they beat Iowa State? I don't think they have a chance against Iowa State.
I cannot believe you right now.
Ole Miss is good. Don't get me wrong. Ole Miss almost beat Auburn, but
You know what? I'm picking Ole Miss. I'm not.
Ole Miss is streaky, man.
They are.
Like really streaky.
But
They're,
Carolina,
they're
seriously,
they're like that. Like you know how you get the streaky streaks in your underwear, like in the whitey tighties. Like they're sometimes like solid brown, sometimes light brown. It just depends, man.
you wouldn't happen
Like
to have.
they're never consistent streaks. Um.
I can't pick Carolina. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um,
I've watched a couple of New Mexico games this year when I was just fooling around on YouTube TV and everything. They are a good squad.
a lot of the
And
Mountain West teams that are in here are good. Like Colorado
and
State is, and
Marquette is
Utah
one
State.
of those that they played good, a little decent in the Big East tournament. I'm going to go
They're
New Mexico here.
I'm with you there. Marquette is talk about streaky.
They're
Uh,
real. They're iffy, man.
I mean, I really would like to pick them for the fact that I did feel bad for Cam Jones and some of those seniors on senior day when they lost to St. John's. St. John's, I think we can put in the Final Four, but Marquette's just they're iffy, and I'm with you there. I like New Mexico, and I definitely like Michigan State here.
Yeah,
Michigan
Michigan.
State, they're definitely Final Four.
Man, I want to pick Michigan State, but every time they're a two seed, they always get upset by 15, bro.
Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee, man.
I
Give
kind
me.
of wish Middle Tennessee had a better year to be in here because they definitely could have been upset potential if they'd gotten it.
I hate to do it to UConn, but give me Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. That's a lot of the 8-9s are flip-flop games, but Oklahoma should have beat Kentucky twice in the last 3 weeks. Um, I think they can beat UConn. UConn
Mem-
has trouble with consistency shooting from the 3-point line. I think Oklahoma defensively is going to be the better team there, and I think Oklahoma wins.
Memphis is good, and they're going to be a team to watch out for. I'm
I know
going Memphis over Colorado State.
I like Colorado State here. Some of the transfers Memphis has are pretty good. Dane Danger has been good. They don't have Tyrese Hunter right now. I guess they'll have him back in time. I don't know.
But hey,
But Memphis is up and
We
down.
get Cooper back for the tournament, so we're good. We Gucci.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about that yet. But I got my ACC championship shirt on. Let's go. Um, no, I think we gotta go Colorado State here. Um, as
I
much
like
as
Maryland's solid, dude.
they
Maryland's really
are,
solid.
dude, this is the thing. We're going with all these upsets up here. This is the one we don't think is going to happen and probably will. but I do like
Well,
Maryland.
Grand Canyon did play Alabama really hard last year.
Yeah, I
So,
like Maryland though. Maryland's solid.
I'm going Drake over Missouri though.
Yeah, I really like Drake, and the thing with this Drake team is because all the Drake
They've
teams,
only lost like 3 games the whole year.
yeah, only three, and the Drake teams that have been getting in the tournament these last several years, they've never been able to get over the hump of winning that first round game. But the difference with this team is they're way better defensively than the teams we've had over the last several years.
Yeah.
And they kind of remind me of Abilene Christian from 2021, who came into that game against Texas and held them to just 51. And I think Drake is pretty good defensively, and I think it's their defense that is going to be the factor here. And I like them too. So definitely
Give me
Bulldog.
give me Texas Tech in this next game.
Yeah, they're. I think they'll scoot through that one
And
pretty
dude, go
easy.
ahead and do it. Give me Calipari over Kansas.
Kansas is overrated. I don't care. I of the games Duke has lost this year, Kentucky's not a bad loss. Clemson's not a bad loss. Clemson's was second in the conference for a reason. The Kansas loss pisses me off. I hate Kansas. They're overrated. There's no reason they should be pre-ranked number one every year. It annoys the heck out of me. They suck. I'm going Arkansas and I'm going St. John's.
Hold on a second.
No, we're not going with the Omaha Mavericks. St.
I'm
John's is
just
more good.
St. John's is good, but just think about it. That's one of them that everybody is like, oh, St. John's is good. St. John's is going to go to the Final Four. Blah blah blah. This and Omaha for the first time ever is in the tournament.
I hear what you're saying, but
And here's why I'm
no,
saying that. The year Michigan State was a 2 seed, everybody thought they could win the national title. MTSU made it for the first time ever in school history to that tournament, and they beat them as a 15.
this is
So
not good. St.
I,
John's is way too good.
hey, at least they're on the opposite side of the bracket of Duke.
Why'd you have to go and say that?
I mean, who would you rather play, Auburn or St. John's for the Natty?
Honestly, I think Auburn's going to get upset before they even get there. So, Florida is to me the one that,
Florida is scary right now.
yeah, yeah, they are.
All right,
Uh,
we ready to pick our?
yep. Um, so obviously we have Duke rather easily first round.
Yep,
Um,
I can't see that. You're gonna have to scroll down a little more.
oh, sorry. So we have Mississippi State and Baylor. I'm actually going to be at those two games Friday. Um, again, the 8-9 seeds are flip-flop games. There's just too many SEC teams in here for all these teams to be winning games. This is another first round elimination for an SEC school. I think Baylor wins.
I think Baylor wins on defense.
Yeah. And plus, we want to see Jeremy Roach against his former team, right?
Oh, that would be crazy. Like that would be nuts.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
I'm taking Liberty over Oregon. Oregon has been real quiet lately.
Oregon, because I've been watching them
They
the last.
started off really good this year, and then it's
Yeah.
like midway through the season, they just fell completely apart.
Yeah, I've been watching them the last month, and they're definitely a team I think to have on upset alert. When I saw their matchup with Liberty, I was a little bit iffy on that one, but
And another
oh,
team right now, they're
yeah,
shooting the ball really good is Akron.
that's why what I'm saying. We could have two 12 and 13 upsets, which would just be
Like
ridiculous.
Akron is shooting really good, but I think Caleb Love in Arizona is going to be a little too much to handle.
Okay. BYU, VCU.
Give me Virginia Commonwealth.
So BYU last year was a 6 seed, and they lost to Duquesne, who won the A10. And now you have BYU as a 6 seed taking on the A10 champs again. Um, I think this BYU team is a little bit too solid, though.
VCU's really good though too.
I know. I was at the game last week when they lost to Dayton on senior night. They got a solid group of guys. That one's tough. I really want to take BYU though.
All right, we'll take the Mormons.
Yeah. Um, I will be pulling for VCU in that game, but in my heart, I feel like BYU's gonna win. And I think
Why? I just saw the matchup below this. Why? Why?
what St. Mary's Vandy?
Yeah, why?
Oh, I'm going St. Mary's in that one.
No, go
Yeah.
Vandy.
No, I feel good about St. Mary's. Again, there's too many SEC schools in this bracket
But
for them to all
Vandy
be
is the
winning.
one SEC school that nobody's thinking about, and I feel like they're the one that could really pop off. Because remember who their coach is.
Again, streaky. I think that's the overall theme here.
A
We're gonna
lot of these
continue to
teams
talk
are
about
streaky.
streaky. Yeah.
Give me Montana.
Okay, so this is the 14 we're going with.
What's the other 14? Hold on.
I don't feel good about the other 14. It's Troy and Kentucky. So I think this would be our 14 upset if we're gonna go with one.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Montana.
Okay. See, we didn't get to fill out the bracket last year, but we would have definitely picked Oakland over Kentucky.
Yeah, we did. We would have. Yeah.
And the year before that, we did get Arizona's upset, the Princeton Arizona upset. So that was a 15 though, and that was good on you to pick that one.
Uh,
Um,
Alabama here, easy.
yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to flip a coin on St. Mary's Vandy because we are differing on this one. And I don't know if I have a coin nearby. Do you have a coin?
I do. I do.
Okay.
Uh,
We
heads
can't
for
we can't
heads
see.
for
I got a
Vandy.
coin. Heads Vandy, tails St. Mary's. I got a
Yeah,
coin. I got a coin. Okay, you ready for the reveal?
I got heads. That's the one I got.
I got tails. We gotta flip again.
Dang it. Ready?
Gotta flip again. Yep.
Heads.
Did I just get? I got tails again. We gotta do it again. Hold on, hold on.
Heads.
Hey, I got heads. Okay, so we're going Vandy.
Yep.
Vandy,
Like I
Alabama.
said, it's nothing against St. Mary's. Like, they are a good squad, and they've had a very, very long history of winning games this year. It's just Vandy is one of those teams from the SEC. I feel like
No,
Vandy's lost a lot of close games this year, which I think is going to help them when it comes to March.
you just texted me last week and said St. Mary's was a Sweet 16 team.
I did say that, but I didn't like that again. Like we talked about, it's going to
I
depend on what region they're in.
I think they beat Vandy. I really do. But we're
I mean,
gonna.
they might do it.
I think they do. Well, but we're gonna leave it. We both got heads finally, so we'll leave it at that. We
SIU Edwardsville.
Yeah, Houston's got that easy. That's gonna be one.
Give me Gonzaga.
Okay, for the eight and nines, this is the hardest one in my opinion because I look at this and I think, yeah, Zaga's they've struggled. They did win the West Coast, but they have struggled this year. Georgia's definitely struggled, but they have picked it up a little bit as of late. And some of the wins they've had have been good wins. They did beat Florida. And it just comes down to if their guys can shoot good. I don't know, man. I really don't.
I'm going with Thaga, man.
All right, we'll go with Gonfaga and hopefully not get canceled.
Clemson easy win in this one.
No, dude, I'm telling you, McNeese Cowboys. Th- I've been looking at them for so long. I really like this McNeese Cowboys team. Will Wade as head coach has gotten them into the tournament for the second year in a row.
All right, then Purdue is the next team we'll pick.
Some of the guys, they have Quadir Copeland who played at Syracuse last year. Some of their guys have played at bigger competition than the conference they're in. They're a solid group, and Clemson can definitely make a deep run. They were a step away from making the Final Four last year.
Yeah.
I like this McNeese team too much though. I think we have to go with the Cowboys.
All right, go Purdue versus High Point.
Purdue's had a history of getting upset.
They have. I think they break the curse this year.
This could also be a 12 and 13. We'll go Purdue though.
I don't think High Point has what it takes to beat a Purdue. This one
I'm
though,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna go
I'm gonna be
this
upset
next.
if High Point wins and Akron loses. I'm gonna be upset by
That's
that.
true, yeah. This next one, I'm gonna go Texas winning their way in and then upsetting Illinois.
Yeah, I do like that as well. They played really good in the SEC tournament. The games they won, they got tired because they played so many games. But they do have Kendall
Yeah.
Weaver back, which is good because he missed a lot of the year.
And
Um,
then Kentucky.
I call him Kentucky, but okay, you're gonna go with that. All right.
uh,
Might have to bleep that out later.
yeah.
I'm leaving that in.
uh,
I like Utah State over UCLA. I really do. I'm telling the Mountain West, people are sleeping on the Mountain West teams that are in here.
all right, I'm gonna go Utah State,
I
and
really
then
like it
dude,
because UCLA is just not it for me right now. They're just not it.
dude, I'm gonna do it. I want to go. No, I want to go the Wofford Terriers, and here's why: Tennessee gets so hyped up,
I
football
know.
included, and then they just absolutely crap a brick.
This is also the Alabama fan in you speaking, so I'm going to take that
Well,
one.
no, it's not that. It's like Wofford has always consistently been good in the tournament.
Yeah, but they don't have shooters like they did when they should have beat Kentucky in 2019.
Like now, that Wofford team was just special, bro. Like the amount of threes they were able to put up in that game was insane.
They should have won that. That one, that game gets on my nerves.
All right, so I guess we're going freaking Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't trust in Wofford here. Sorry. If it was Carolina, I'd have Wofford all day. Wofford's beaten them twice, and in the regular season.
Um,
I think Auburn will get eliminated before the Final Four, but I don't know if it's going to be to Creighton. I just don't think Creighton has enough in that type of matchup. Auburn has been on the skid lately, though. I don't know what it is, but they've not been themselves.
I'm gonna go Auburn.
I like UC San Diego here.
I like Yale. Something about the
Are we
Ivy
gonna
League.
we gonna have to flip our coin again? Let's go Yale. Let's go Yale for the rematch from last year. We got Ole Miss, Iowa State because
I
I'm
like
not
old.
picking.
I like Sean Padula at Ole Miss in this one.
Okay, Jamin Breakfield's had a great year too. He started out at Duke, but has played his last 3 years here, and good to see him thriving there.
And
New
I'm
Mexico
gonna go.
Michigan.
I'm gonna go New Mexico upset Michigan State.
So if Michigan State gets through this game, I think they go to the Final Four. But I can definitely see the upset. We'll go with the upset there. Florida, Oklahoma. We gotta
Florida.
have here.
I've got to go Florida, man. Maryland. Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of wanted to go with the upset there. Maryland could be Final Four good, or they could be first round elimination. I don't know. But if you want to go
I
Maryland,
like
we'll go.
I like Maryland here. I think another 12 is on the other side of the bracket. I feel like is better suited for Sweet 16.
Okay. Drake, Texas Tech. I think Drake comes up short in that one.
I think it's going to be 5 points or less in that game.
Okay, we'll go with the Red Raiders, and I really like St. John's over Arkansas.
You know what would be hilarious, man? If Calipari,
Calipari. It was like
Like
the Elite
it shocks the world
Eight.
and takes Wu Pig Sui to the Final Four.
That would be ridiculous.
Kentucky fans would be like, "What the f?"
Well,
You give us all these years of bad luck, and
they
you
should
take
have
them to the Final freaking four.
they should have Boogie Flan back. He's missed a lot of the year, so they should
So
have him back in time.
I guess we'll go St. John's here.
I'm kind of torn now myself, but yeah, I think St. John's is too good.
Like that would just be ironic, Calipari doing that. No,
Calipari against Rick Pitino.
um, I like Duke here.
Yeah. Um,
And here's the
we
team that
get.
I think is the best 12 to suit up is Liberty over
Oh,
Arizona.
I kind of like the rematch from November though.
I don't want to play teams we've already played before.
I think we could beat Arizona again.
It's
We beat
Caleb Love we're talking about.
we beat Carolina 3 times this year. I think we could beat Arizona.
No, 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 no. Carolina beat themselves the third time this year.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't beat Carolina the third time. They beat themselves.
Um,
Let's rephrase that statement.
I just think Arizona wins that one though.
All right, we'll go Arizona.
Okay, BYU Montana.
Um, I like BYU here.
Yeah, I do too. And then St. Mary's, Alabama.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go St. Mary's.
we went Vandy though, didn't we?
No, we went St. Mary's.
Oh, okay. You like St. Mary's over Alabama?
And here's why. Alabama is the type of team to where they put up 80 plus, or they just absolutely lay a brick and they just cannot shoot. And if Mark Sears has one of those games to where he cannot put up past 10 points, then Bama does not win typically. So I think if St. Mary's team this year is a very good defensive squad, like really good defensive squad.
I love
Um,
Mitchell Jackson, dude.
so for that reason, I think St. Mary's is one of those teams, kind of like St. John's, that could be a Final Four caliber like squad.
Well, and also, do we know anything about Grant Nelson's situation? Is he?
I I'm not
He,
100% sure
I
because
didn't.
if he's not 100% healthy, then that's also another reason why I picked St. Mary's.
Yeah, I haven't. I didn't look up anything to see if he was, going to be good or not for the tournament. I haven't seen anything. Um, but that could be an issue if he isn't able to come back. Houston Gonzaga. I think we like Houston there, right?
Hmm, I'm gonna go Gonzaga because for some reason it's always when Faga is the high, like the lower seeds, they do really good, and then when the higher seeds, they absolutely crap a brick.
I mean, this team's played kind of stinky this year, though. For I
And
don't know,
that's the exact reason why I picked Gonzaga this year. It's always the stinky teams for Faga that do really good in March.
but
It makes no freaking sense.
we got to think about how tough this Houston team is, though.
Because
Defensively,
the team that won um or made it to the Final Four that one year was not a very good Faga team, but somehow they made it.
but this one though, I Houston's just too good defensively for Zaga to be absolutely on fire the whole game. I just don't see it.
It's Houston.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sharp and Milo Suzanne have been playing fantastic ball from the perimeter, man. They've been shooting really good.
But everybody has their off day.
Is Jawan Roberts going to be ready for the tournament? Is he out? I don't know. That could be a problem.
I'm just saying, don't rule out Faga.
I don't want to pick him, but it's March. Why not? I do like McNeese over Purdue.
I do too. Like I think McNeese could do it.
And then do we want to go with the 11 seed over Kentucky? Uh, Kentucky, I don't know. It's just we talk about the streakiness, and they play good ball, but there's bits of inconsistency there.
I'm gonna
Better
go
than last
long.
year.
I'm gonna go horns down, baby.
So you're picking Kentucky.
No, I'm picking Texas, but I'm doing the horns down.
Oh, well, okay. Okay. Now I do think this is where Tennessee can get upset because the Mountain West teams in here are good.
I'm going Tennessee for a rematch of Tennessee Texas from the SEC tournament,
Okay,
which was a really good game, by the way.
like Utah State there, but Auburn, Yale. I think Auburn gets through that one.
Auburn gets it done here, but they get a rematch against Old Mississippi.
Uh, one of these Mountain West teams is going to be in the Elite Eight.
Fine, go back and pick Utah State over Tennessee
I don't know if it's fair.
because
Either one of them.
and
Either one of them.
here's why.
I would feel better about New Mexico over Ole Miss than I would Utah State or Tennessee.
But I don't think New Mexico could beat Auburn, and that would put Auburn in the Final Four.
We might just have to do that anyway.
Um,
I don't. What do you want to do here? This
Look
is
at the
tough.
stats and see what they're saying. Dead freaking even.
Uh,
Why?
I I like the Lobos there. I really do.
You know what? Screw it. We're going to Mexico.
One of those Mountain West teams is going to be in the Elite Eight. It's going to happen. Florida over Maryland. I feel good about.
Yeah, I think
And then,
St. John's over Texas Tech.
yeah, and then we go back up, and we're going Duke over Arizona, obviously.
Yep.
I like the Mormons.
St. Mary's over BYU.
I kind of like the Mormons though.
But we don't want the cathedrals versus the Mormons.
Those Mormons are tough.
They're also white.
Hey, they have a black guy.
Oh wow, one that they enslaved.
I hope he watches this video and comments on it. I hope he finds it somehow and he comments. He's a good ball player. Okay.
All
St.
right, let's
Mary's
go.
doesn't have any black guys. They're all white.
We'll go BYU.
Well, here's the thing though. I was that loss they had in the Big 12 tournament was not that pretty.
That is
So
true. St. Mary's St. Mary's at least made their championship game.
yeah. Both teams have plenty of time to rest though. So I don't know.
Um,
I do we want to I don't we're running out of time. I'm gonna have to set this up again so we can continue. Um I don't do you want to flip a coin here on this one?
uh, just put St. Mary's.
Okay, we'll go St. Mary's. Um the 8 and the 12.
I'm gonna go McNeese to continue the Cinderella,
Let's go.
and then give me Tennessee.
Tennessee McNeese. All right.
Actually, no. Statistics show that there's at least one 11 seed every year that makes the Final Four. So give me Texas.
Okay. The 11 seeds don't make the Final Four every year.
They've
If it
have
was
in the
Jim Boeheim
last.
and Syracuse, yes.
Also NC State.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
And Clemson almost did last year.
Clemson was a 5.
Oh, sorry.
Were
I
they
thought
a
they
4?
were lower than that.
Might have been a 4. Were they a
All
4?
right.
They were a 4 or 5.
I'm going to go New Mexico over Auburn.
We got the Lobos in the Final Four. Florida St. John's. I like Florida
St.
there.
John. No, give me St. John's. Patino, baby. Give me Patino.
Yeah, I see what you're doing here.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Just give me Patino.
I'm I see exactly what you're doing.
I'm not doing nothing, man.
You're eliminating all the ones, so Duke is the only one in the Final Four, so we can pick Duke. We're picking Duke anyway, but I see exactly what you're doing here.
I'm not doing that, man.
Yeah,
St. John's was that good.
we gotta go Florida. Come on, Florida, Duke, Florida championship game.
I don't want that. I really don't.
I want it. It'd be cool.
All right, so other side of the bracket, Duke, and then down here, I'm gonna go Texas.
I think we should go Duke and Tennessee. I would love for a Duke Tennessee Final Four so we can punch them in the mouth like they did to us 2 years ago.
And dude, I'm gonna do it. I think New Mexico and Duke for the championship game.
Do you want to start this whole thing over? This is, I don't think we did this very. We're gonna have to start. All right, we got cut off. Sorry.
No, I do like New Mexico, and here's why. The year that VCU made it to the Final Four and to the championship game, they were a 10 seed.
They were at 11 when VCU beat Kansas and went to the Final Four. They
Or
were.
no, I'm thinking of Davidson. Davidson was a 10 seed, right?
Did they go to the Final Four? I don't know.
With
I was
Steph Curry that year.
yeah.
What year was that?
2006, 7, 6.
Yeah, because Florida won the whole thing that year.
Yeah, they went back to back. Which I think we were making a mistake not having them in the Final Four. There's no way New Mexico is going to the national championship game. I like having a Mountain West team in the Elite Eight, but not Final Four, not certainly not championship game. I say we either have Auburn St. John's or New Mexico, Florida.
New Mexico, Florida.
Okay. And we it's got to be Duke, Florida, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want it. I kind
Well,
of want
well,
to do Duke,
well, I
Tennessee.
just kind of want to see something here. Look at the statistics on the New Mexico Florida game.
Okay. Interesting. It's very interesting.
Wow, it's pretty split.
I'm look at that true shooting percentage is interesting to me.
Yeah, only four more for Florida than.
Like I'm telling, I really like New Mexico in the Elite Eight, but I don't know, Final Four is tough. But ooh,
I'm also looking at overall free throw percentage. Pretty close. Well, I know we have Duke for sure.
I think we have to go Duke in Florida because that would just be a showdown.
What's the information on the national championship game if we did that?
Huh. Again with the shooting percentage, I don't know how we're better than them, dude. Walter Clayton is so pure, one of the best shooters in the country.
We have better free throw percentage.
Yeah, somehow, even though Proctor missed five in a row last night.
You
And that's uncharacteristic of him
know
because
who
he's
that
much
reminded me of last night? RJ
don't say
Barrett.
RJ Barrett. Honestly,
Dude couldn't hit a free throw to save his life at that moment in time.
bad memories. Honestly, I don't know that Tennessee goes that far, but if they do, I would kind of want to play them again because I would like to punch them in the mouth like they did to us in 2023. Because we would definitely beat Tennessee this year.
But I think Duke wins it all. Like I think now that you got Flag back, and then if somehow we can get Malik Brown back, like midway through
I
tournament,
We're not gonna have him, and I hate that dude. I really hate not having Malik.
is did they rule him out officially?
I think they did. Because I think I heard them talk about he's not coming back. But he's a
Uh,
junior. He's a junior, so he should be back at Duke next year for senior year.
and then for final
Um,
score, I'm gonna go 69-64.
yeah. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Man, but you look at Florida before today, their last, what was it, 4 games, they scored 90 plus.
Yeah, and then that's the thing is they've scored a lot, but I think when it comes up to Duke and with Cooper and them on the defensive side, I don't think they're going to be able to put up 90 plus against Duke.
They definitely have size. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they match up with, like Cayman and Patrick
Could
down
you
low.
imagine if Lad Golding went to Florida and was on this Florida team instead of at Michigan? How good this Florida team would be defensively.
Yeah, because I mean Denzel Aberdeen is fantastic, and
And then you got
Charles Coleman
Malawach and
and
then
Patrick,
Magunga. Yeah,
yeah, Patrick Gumba.
Gumba.
Um, yeah, he's the minutes he's had, he's been doing really well.
And then you got Cooper, same thing, like really good.
I worry about having to play like a Houston, something like that, because
This year's tournament is what I wanted last year. It's like wide open. You got like one or two teams that are for sure like people think are going to win it all. And then everybody else is kind of like a free for all, like best man survives type situation. Like that's what I wanted last year. Last year's tournament was so bleak and bland that it was like, okay, it's March, but it's nothing like special.
yeah, because Purdue and UConn were the two best, and they kind of like 2021. Uh, the two best teams were Gonzaga and Baylor, and that's who
Yeah,
played for the championship. Now, I mean, we did have special runs that year. You had Oregon State go to the Elite Eight, which was pretty cool.
but like what
That's
I'm saying is like I'm talking like small schools like McNeese and like places like that. Like you
yeah.
didn't have a
Last
lot of
year,
that last year.
no, you really
And
didn't.
that's what March is all about is the Cinderella stories.
I think the best upsets we had last year. I mean, obviously you had Yale over Auburn,
Yeah.
you had Duquesne over BYU.
James Madison.
Yeah, Duke took care of business in that second round game.
Yeah.
Sorry, JMU fans. Um,
Not sorry to them girls you met at that one house, but
well,
you screwed that opportunity over.
yeah, but I was wearing a TCU sweatshirt, so it's okay. It's okay. I honestly forgot about that, so I'm not too heartbroken over that. For those wondering, there's no need to go into that. It's not important. But okay. Well, I guess we're finished here.
Yep.
Um, do I like our final result? Not really, but who knows? Who knows? You never know with these things.
It really is, but like it yeah, you may not like it, but like sometimes it's those brackets that you may not like are the ones that actually survive the longest. Like it's how it works, man.
Like I am not convinced by Gonzaga at all. I'm really not. I don't know about that one. We're gonna keep it as is, but I'm telling you that right now, no. Um, I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's gonna do it. So, um, we'll definitely have to get back on here for the second chance bracket. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
when you start Sweet 16 and stuff. So we'll get back on here for that, go over some stuff. But
And then one thing while we're on here, I was going to talk to you about it. Is be on the lookout this summer. I'm gonna have like Kate and I kind of go through hopefully every team in football and kind of look at their individual schedules this year and kind of predict who we think's going to have a good year, like a decent year, poor year, rebound year, et cetera, and kind of go through like all the teams and stuff this year, and kind of see who could be like Arizona State or something like that for the playoff bracket this year.
I like that. We'll go through each conference um, in the FBS level,
Yeah,
and we'll definitely pick all the conference winners too.
yeah, we'll go ahead and kind of map out who we think's going to be the champions of each conference, things like that.
Yep, I like it.
Which Ohio State fans, I'm already feeling sorry for you guys because you've replaced your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. You've lost pretty much your whole offensive team. You've lost pretty much all your defensive guys. Like, y'all are going to be reeling and hurting next year. That's all I got to say.
I do wonder that first week they had that Texas Ohio State game because Texas has obviously lost some bits too.
All I'm going to say is Arch
But
Manning.
yeah, I think Arch is going to come in there.
Arch is going to come in and torch the crap out of Ohio State.
I hope so. Honestly, I
Like
do.
I wouldn't rule out a possibility of Texas actually winning the national championship next year.
And I'm sorry, Little Weston, if you end up watching this, Little Weston, is a big Buckeye fan. Next year might be kind of rough. Might be kind of like
And
Michigan here.
no, it's gonna be more like Alabama. Like you're gonna be good enough to be like not terrible, but also not good enough to compete with the big dogs. Like
Like, hey,
some of those
might get
games you know for sure you're gonna win, like Oklahoma. It's gonna be
yeah,
one
you
of those
might get nearly
situations to
shut
where
out by Oklahoma.
like you're gonna be sitting there at the Northwestern game, Weston, and you're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna win," and then we get beat by 10. Like it's gonna feel like that next year for Ohio State.
I'm hoping I get to go to that Clemson LSU game though.
That would be a fun game to go to.
That and I hopefully I get information on the TCU Carolina tickets because I did fill out the request to get 4 tickets for that game. Hopefully, I get information on that here shortly.
Yeah,
We'll definitely have to document on some of that. But oh, and how about Josh Berry today?
dude, I'm so happy for you, man.
Yeah, I would have been happy either way if he or Suarez won, but I was so happy for Josh Berry to come through with that. That was
And for
awesome.
those of you watching our channel and don't understand, we are big NASCAR heads. So,
Yes.
um, but that's one thing that I will say. Like Josh Berry deserves it. Like after everything he's been
Yeah.
through, and
I'd love to see it.
dude, I'm telling you right now, if Junior is smart and watching Barry right now and seeing what he's able to do at the 21, and Junior is talking about legitimately talking about bringing in a cup team full time after they're showing in the Daytona 500. And that would be a home run hit if I was Dale Jr. Like bringing a guy back
So
that used to drive for you in the Xfinity series
yeah. So
because
if Junior,
Zilich is going to be going to Trackhouse
yeah.
full
Um,
time.
so if Junior does, is he just going to have the one charter for just
Yeah,
one?
I think he would start off with one, and then over time, I think he
So
could.
if he does that though, I don't wonder if he just makes Allgaier the driver start off because Allgaier did run full time in 2014. It's been a while since he's run Cup, but I don't wonder if he would just go ahead and make Allgaier his driver there.
To be honest, I don't think Allgaier wants to.
Well, probably not. Um,
I think Allgaier is kind of like a Jimmy Johnson in them and is okay with running like a part-time cup schedule. But I think with him getting up there in age and everything, I don't think he wants to be a cup guy. I think he wants to kind of retire Xfinity because that's where he's made a name for himself and really been successful. So I think if Junior is smart, I think he could bring in like a um like a Barry or even
Brandon Jones.
no. Like, dude, Brandon Jones is kind of like the new Paul Menard. He just keeps bouncing
Oh
around from ride
man,
to ride, and like, he just can never find consistency. Like,
Paul Menard didn't bounce around a whole lot.
and Sheldon Creed's the new Mark Martin. Finds every way to finish second, but can never win a race.
Yeah, that poor dude, man. I tell you, goes from getting in a fight with his boss for trying to win a race at Martinsville
Yeah,
and finishing second every week with Joe Gibbs.
but
Ay, ay, ay. But yeah. So this will be fun though. I know we got a little bit sidetracked at the end, but
yep,
um, good luck to those watching for all their brackets are filling out, and we need people to comment and leave their champion predictions because we gotta do giveaways and stuff, you know.
yeah. I do want to make mention of that. Two giveaways here that we could possibly we're gonna talk about it and we'll make another video for a second chance and then we'll announce the giveaways on that one. But um one giveaway that I do want to go ahead and announce. If you correctly pick the team that you think that is going to upset the team and they go the furthest, whoever gets that one right will get like a $15 gift card or something like that.
So do we want to
So
do like seeds 10 or higher, like
yeah,
10
yeah, it has to
seed?
be 10 or
Or
higher. Like it has to be a double digit seed. Like whatever double digit seed you think is going to be the furthest team to make it in the tournament, go ahead and comment that and then you'll get like a $15 gift card of your choice. Um but if you think it's like any it can't be like 9 through 1. So if that makes sense.
okay, yeah, I like that.
And then the other one I want to go ahead and announce is if go ahead and put your predictions in now for the final score of the national championship game. And if you get it right, then you will also get a $15 gift card of your choice. And the reason I want to say that is because we're not picking teams for the national championship. We're just picking the score. If you get this, because that's going to be hard not knowing who's playing. Because
Yeah,
like you're not going to be able to sit there and calculate, oh, well, it's going to be a defensive team versus an offensive team. Like you just got to come up with a score.
I would say just who's closest anyway.
Yeah, like who's closest? Like I agree with Kate on that one. I don't think you got to be spot on. I will say you would have to be within 5 points.
Well, yeah, you don't have to be spot on, but like this was my prediction for the Duke game. I went 77-71 with Legos, but we won 74-71. It's close.
Yeah, yeah, like it's got to be within 5 points of both the opponents and the winner's score.
I just say if we get enough people to comment with their prediction, whoever's closest, I say would
Yeah,
just do.
yeah, like I agree with that. But if it's only like a few people commenting, then it would be like the 5 point spread. But we are giving y'all a little bit of grace on that one.
All right, I like it.
So
Uh, Happy
uh,
March, and we'll be
happy
back on
March,
in a couple weeks.
and don't forget to wear green. I think tomorrow, right? St. Patrick's Day.
There were way too many people wearing green at the game last night. Must have been Carolina fans who couldn't get rid of their ticket.
So, um, but yeah, wear green tomorrow, Cade. Um,
No, man, Duke Blue from here on out. Duke Blue.
so, well, y'all have a good night, and we'll talk to y'all at the second chance bracket.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
See
See you guys.